Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for attending the 2020 Annual Spring Memorial Service of the Konko Church of Chicago. I hope we are all in good health and in excellent spirit. The Konko Faith has annual memorial service twice a year, in spring and in autumn. They always bring me to think of our mortality and the next world. Death will come to every human being. No one can escape it. The more clearly we understand our fate, the more we cannot help but contemplate what is the most important in our life, and during our limited lifetime, how we might live a more meaningful life. My Prime Minister, Reverend Soshio Otsubo, lived an admirable life with Kami. Here are two quotes from him. They are his last words left for us. It is through Kami's blessing and due to this faith that I will be able to enter into the next world with such gratitude and delight. There are no other words I might live for the world than Wakakoro, the peaceful, joyful heart. I have been seeking Wakakoro in myself throughout my whole life. At every moment of each and every day, I seek Wakakoro and continuously pray I will see Wakakoro in the next world. During his lifetime, he has achieved such a blessed heart. He has done all this just by doing his best to accept everything that happened as Kami's sacred doing, and in this way has deepened his heart. Recently, I have encountered the death of some who were close to us. Last year, Mrs. Yoshiko Yoshihara passed away at age 89 on December 17. She was a member of the Midwest Buddhist Temple, but for a long time loved to join us for our grand ceremonies twice a year. She always brought an offering of red bean rice. Her smile made the ceremony more meaningful and enjoyable. At her funeral service, I found out she thought of herself as not only a member of Midwest Buddhist Temple, but also a member of the Konko Church of Chicago. This surprised me, but it made me so grateful. On February 17 this year, Mrs. Mariko Hosoka passed away at age 72. I went to see her at the hospital that afternoon with two ladies. I heard her she might have had the respiratory machine removed. So I wonder if we'll be able to see her alive. Even though it was removed an hour before we had arrived, she was breathing on her own when we saw her. Even as a believer of another religion, she always tried to join us for grand ceremonies and would take video and photos. How sincere and generous she was. That's how Konko Church of Chicago has been able to keep records of almost every grand ceremony. They are all precious treasures for us. No matter how much I try to thank her, it is never enough. How fortunate I was able to see her alive at the hospital. Her three children were beside her. Two of them have flown in from Korea. When I expressed my sincere appreciation into her ear, to my surprise, her eyes opened. I believe she noticed me and heard my words of appreciation. When I returned back to our church, I received an email that announced she had passed away peacefully. As all of you know, Kobe Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash Sunday, June 26 in Calabasas, California. January 26 in Calabasas, California, along with 13-year-old daughter Gianna and 7 others. He was one of the most famous professional basketball players and was only 41 years old. And recently, the outbreak of coronavirus. It is spreading rapidly throughout the world. We cannot help but feel death is near at hand at any time for every one of us. Our life is such that we could be alive today and may not exist tomorrow. Even though we are apt to think we can have life on our own, the reality is Kami allows us to have life. We should feel totally protected by Kami. In order for us to feel protected, we should leave everything up to Kami unconditionally and respect with gratitude each and every happening in your life as Kami's sake is doing. Concerning the coronavirus, the power of it is tremendous. Various events have been cancelled. Schools have been closed for a while, and people all over the world are traveling with fear. The coronavirus shocked the world. If we humans can change it to Wakoro virus, as our founder changed Konjin, the most fearful deity in those days, to Tenchika no Kami, the most benevolent deity, through his deepening faith. Wakoro will be able to spread all over the world. Let's imagine Wakoro covers each coronavirus. It will be done by not scaring it, but respecting it with modesty and awe. Right now, the world is human-centered. All things are done by people's own power. Kami wishes to change it to the Kami-centered world. When we humans realize this through coronavirus, do our best to respect everything that happens as Kami's sake is doing, and then coronavirus disappears. What will be left is Wakakoro. We don't need to go right and left due to fear of coronavirus. Now is the time. Let's devote ourselves deepening our unbreakable, peaceful, and joyful heart to manifest the way how to be blessed fully with a single heart of peace and joy. We should pray that such Kami's wish be fulfilled and that the virus stop spreading as soon as possible. Through this memorial service, let's pray for the eternal peace and happiness of the Mitama spirits of those victims of the coronavirus, along with the many newly departed souls of the world. May Kami's wish be helped to fulfillment, and may our faith realize more of the divine heart. Now let's turn our attention to how we might come to welcome our death, our own death, and understand what's the most important in our lives. Our founder lived a fulfilling life together with Kami. He entered the next world at the age of 70 on the very day Kami had indicated beforehand. He entered the next world. It was October 10th, 1883, and 19 days before his passing, he received the following final words from Kami. For the sake of all people, and to save those who give me request, I shall sacrifice you. This is for the eternal dignity of the Konko Daijin divine virtue. And in Japanese, 人民のため、大河の事故を助けるため、身代わりに神がさする、金光大臣兵のため。I think this revelation is somehow very difficult to understand, especially the wording, 身代わりに神がさする, or I shall sacrifice you. But it shows us just what a great life our founder had lived, always being one with Kami. Let's try to understand this revelation a little more clearly. I tried my best using what I learned from the writing of Reverend Mikio Seto, the former director of the Konko Research Institute. Here the Japanese word migawari is translated as sacrifice. However, that is quite different from the Chinese Christian viewpoint. While Jesus was hanging on the cross, he said, Lord, Lord, why have you forsaken me? And then, after accepting his faith, offers up his spirit, saying, only within your heart, and then dies. So God sacrificed his beloved child Jesus for the sake of the human race, which according to Christianity is proof of divine love. As for a founder, his lifelong wish was to help people. Therefore, he was glad to die for the sake of people, which also upheld the eternal dignity of his divine virtue. Dave Seto thinks the founder accepts death positively in the sense that he really would save people after dying. Founder has said, without becoming a kami while alive, how can you become a kami after death? This is not only points to the importance of how to live life in this world, but also implies that it is not enough just to live life on earth without becoming a kami after death. Life and death for the founder had the quality of oneness. They were not separate, but a single unit. While living, our founder not only lived life day to day, but also lived as if to die day to day. Even after dying, he was doing the same work to help people in their difficulties as he had done while living on earth. Close to home, through the divine virtue of my sister, beloved husband, Mitsaki Sensei, I have come to understand more clearly the Japanese word migawari. Mitsaki Sensei, during the final 2 years, became a divine person, Ikigami, by training his faith precisely before passing into the next world on June 8, 2018, at age 68. Our founder taught us, after Konko physical form is gone, Konko will go wherever asked. These are the words which cannot be declared by a human founder, but only through the conviction of a divine person, Ikigami. Similarly, Mitsui Sensei is now going wherever he is asked, anywhere in the world. So in the final words, Kami gave to our founder for the sake of all people and to save those who give me request, I shall sacrifice you. This is for the eternal dignity of the concordant divine virtue. We can clarify the Japanese word migari. Instead of I shall sacrifice you, it could also be understood as changing your status. So Mr. Sensei changed himself from this world to the next world, and Kami released his spirit beyond space-time limitation. Therefore, he can go wherever asked since his physical form is gone. This is the eternal, absolutely eternal dignity of concordant divine virtue. Founder entered the next world to save human beings. It was so thoughtful of him. He wanted to help people and felt so glad to do it. This all faith live a life with the same spirit as our founders that could not help but save humans and the world.